Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another series on how to create things for your Twitch stream in webflow. The different features inside of webflow that we can kind of use to kind of hack to work with our streams. What you see in front of you is what we're going to do today. I've created something here in Photoshop, something very simple yet effective. And what you're going to see here, first of all, is a background image. We're not going to animate this. We're not going to pull in a video. We're just going to keep it a static background. But the interesting part here that we really want to take a closer look at are these slides that we created. So these are going to come in and come out, being animated. Here we have our first slide. And it's a very simple slide. It has our Instagram link at top here. Has the icon on the side. So we can call this maybe like a div here, another div down here that contains this image. And on top of that, we have two additional divs, one with a text and one with this LiveSpace OS. Now, you know, if you watch the other series, you will start understanding kind of how this is built. And so that's not going to be an issue, hopefully, but we're still going to go over it just in case. After that, we have our second slide. And our second slide, we have the URL for the Twitter on the top. Then we have a tweet. Now this is if I had access to if I would be using the paid for version of Webflow, I could embed maybe the latest tweet. But in this case, since we're using the free version of it, we can't do that. So I've created an image that is this. So this is going to be an image. If you buy Webflow, you can probably embed it. I'm not going to go over how to do that in this tutorial, but maybe in the future, who knows. Now below this image, we have more text, and this once again, slide number 3. You know, we got box art, we got game title, and we got this. And right here we have kind of a larger version of the box art, and we have a color overlay. So now we can have to try to figure out how we can do this. Now I know this is possible in really regular CSS, and we're going to see if it's possible inside of Webflow. It's going to be interesting to see. And then finally we have slide number 4. And slide number 4, again, very simple. We have our website up top, and we have some text. Speaking about text, all that type of stuff, all of these type of things here, well, this here and this here and this over here, all of this text is what we call a call to action. Now they're calling you to do something. Now mine are very long in this case. The reason for that is because I know we're going to be looking at these for a very long time, so you will have time to read them. In most cases, you might want to shorten them down a little bit, just so because you don't want these to stay on for too long. I say between maybe 5 or 10 seconds at most. 10 seconds is really long to keep one of these slides on, but you kind of fill it out. We're just going to jump straight into creating this instead of Webflow. So just go over here. Let's create our first site, blank template, and create our first website. Now, for the last time, I've seen the possibilities of Webflow a little bit more. So in this case, what we're going to do is actually pull in a div block here, and this div block is going to get a name of content. Oh, our keyboard is a bit wonky. Let's fix that. Content. Okay, cool. When we have that now we can actually give this a specific height or width of 1920 and a specific height of 1080. So that's always going to be that size now. Yes, it's going to fall outside of here, I think. Yeah, we can't see the corner of it, but that's a good thing, right? That's kind of what we want. And I think we want to put a background image on this one. So let's actually go to assets and upload this. So here we have all of our files we're going to use today. We're not going to use these today, I think, but let's upload these. And as you can see, it is just a couple of images. Open these up. Actually, I'll probably okay, hold on. I need to upload the background as well. So there we go. I mean, look, 6 images. That's about it. Of course, you're probably gonna have like more, a few more box arts and Instagram images, but you know, this is what we're gonna work with today. So it's gonna be fun, right? Okay, so now let's go back into our content div block. Correct. We want to scroll down. We want to add an image. and we want to go to our assets, have it right here, just to cover it all. We can even give it a specific of 1920, 1080, just to be specific about things. We do not want to repeat, and that's about it. And that is it, actually. Now our background ready. See, it fills up pretty nicely here, goes outside of the screen. Good. And now we want to create our first little box, right? So we have our div block that we want to put inside of our content, because we know there's going to be a div. If you look over here, we have a div, right? Our first div. This whole thing is our div. So you want to create a div. You want to look how far down is that. Let's actually not do that just yet. We're going to do that later. So let's first of all look at the size of this. So we're going to look at, oh, right there, that's good. We're going to look at how wide is this. I think it's, yeah, 721. So let's give this slide 1, I guess. No, let's not give it that. Let's give it a title of modal. This is a modal, and we want this modal to be let's see, our width, there we go. Was it 721? Yes. And height doesn't really matter, because that's going to be decided by the content, so we want to keep it that way. But what we know we want is a headline, right? No, we want an icon first. So we want a div. We want a div inside of this one. I want a div inside of this. And that means, right, so we want a div. Yeah, because this is a div, and this is a div below here. It is not a div. So we have 4 divs in total, right? Yeah. So we're gonna figure out how to get this here. Let me actually go back and upload all the fonts we're gonna use. Good. And now we can go into our div once again and call this one modal header. So we have that. And inside of modal header, we know we want an image. Yes, you want an image inside of modal header, and that image should be, from Asset Manager, it should be this. Yes, I think so, at least. Just actually go back into this and fix our modal header a little bit, because we know the height of this. We also know that it's not going to be transparent. It should be black background. Here we go. And the height should be, oops, the height should be, oh, here we go, there we go. Zoom a little bit more so we can really see. It should be there, 55 in height. So that means we want height 55. There you have it. And we want to do a little, all right, we want to do this. We're going to go to this one and call this modal icon. It's a good one, I think. Okay, let me just adjust here a little bit. There we go, that's better. I adjusted the cord for the microphone. Let's see, we want to, so as you can see, we don't have the border around this, because I know we can just create it ourselves inside of here by giving this a 3 pixel thing and make it white. And there we go, there we have it. Now we want to just give it a little bit of padding on the inside. Oh, let's hold on shift. How much could it be? Should it be 6? I don't remember. Let's check it out. Let's see how much we need. We want 9 even. Okay, that's nice. 679. There we go. And then we want to have our title in here. I guess we want a heading. We could push that inside of here. We can make it H1. Doesn't really matter. We can call this one modal H1. We don't want any of this. We don't want any of this. We just want it flat. We want it to be white. We want it to be normal. We want it to have this. Okay. Now we can go back inside of our modal or our header. Make this happen. Make this happen. Make this happen? Yeah, there we go. Center it all up. Then we also know that we want to move it in a little bit. We want to move it in. Actually, look again. This is the interesting, fun part about websites. We can just go here. We know this is 18 in width. So 16, 17, 18, done. We also know we want a little bit of padding here. So we want to pull that in a little bit. How much? How much exactly? 25 in. There we go. 25. Here we go. 25. Perfect. Then we want to change this to LiveSpace.sc. Oh wait, no, it's not that. It's Instagram.com/LiveSpace.sc. Right, there we have it. I will starting to see all of the things come up. Right, there we have. Definitely should be smaller though. This is 30 points, and this right here is what? 38. Yeah. So we should size that down to 30. That's good. Then we have our image. So I'm trying to figure out how we want to do this, because we're gonna have 3 things inside of here. We want to have the div of the image, and on top of that we want to have 2 additional divs. So we probably need a container. Right, so let's put it in container after this once. We don't need to make that a flex, but we do need to make this into a Instagram post. Again, I think that probably could, like, you can embed Instagram posts, so I would imagine that we could code that up if we had a paid version. In this version though, it's not a paid version, so we're not going to do that, sadly. And now let's think about something here. So one thing that I know is that the image that I have, this image is square, so it's always going to be square, so that's a good thing. But other images might not be square sometimes, and that's fine. That should be fine. So okay, that means in Instagram post we need to make this a background image. Asset manager, this right here, width is, it should cover, yeah, cover. Yeah, and then we know that this one should always be in height 721. There we have it, right? So it is always going to show up like this in a square image, no matter what type of, no matter how it looks. And we can actually kind of adjust this by, yeah, so we can kind of reposition. Are you contain it? No, it's not contain it. There we go. But okay, it works. That's good. Now we want to create our next div. Yeah, I want a div. I guess we could create it above it, just for the hell of it. But then again, I mean, maybe not. Maybe just have it floating on top of this. Yeah, perhaps. So now it's inside of this div. So this should then be modal text. A modal float, because we're gonna do something different for the other ones, right? Here's a modal float. Oh, damn it! It should be ID. It should be here. A modal float, and we know that we want the background to be this specific color right here. Right. So let's give it that color. Let's add a color to our swatches, and then we want to have row. Okay, not. We want roboto. There we go. We know we wanted to have it bold, and let's copy that text over. Let's copy it over. No, like so. And right, because this is that's true. We shouldn't do that. We should not make let's remove this. We should make it a paragraph. It should be a paragraph because this is text, like so, right? And then I wonder if we can give this the modal float. Modal float. We could. Nice. We know that we want it to be black. We know we want it to be bold, right? What size do we want it? We want it to be over here, 28. Nice. So that's 2.8. And we want this to be 2.8 and maybe 2 up. Yeah, 2 up. That's nice. And then we know we want to have a little bit of. You want to have a little bit of this. Oh, we're actually gonna do undo. Ah, 0. You want to hold down. You want to hold down Alt, I think. Yeah. I want this to be 25, and this to be 35. I think. Yeah, it looks about right. But then we want to have a little bit margin on the side, right? Yeah. I don't know exactly how much though, so we have to look at that. Let's look at that more exactly. Let's zoom in. Let's get the measurements correct. 45. Nice. We can go back in here, go in here, and give it 45 on this side. And it's showing you different ways to do this. 45 on this side, from the top as well. We know that. Or maybe we should have the same actually. This is 35 from the top. Okay, let's go with my design head here. Oh, why did that happen though? Ah, maybe we're in the wrong one? No, so that doesn't work. Does that move down the whole thing? Why? It shouldn't do it. It should just move our paragraph, right? Why is it moving everything down? Weird. Okay, you know what? That's probably because it's not absolute positioning. Right, so this happens then. Right. So you wanted 35 down, but we also wanted more than that down because we have this as well. So let's just move it down some more. I think 85 is then correct. And we know we want it to be less in here. Okay, we want it to be how wide? 630. So 630. Here we go. Now we're back, baby. Cool. Now we're starting to really get the whole structure here. You want another guest text block maybe, because maybe we wanna, let's do it like this. Let's do another heading here, and let's call this one H2. And now H2 should be called H2OS, because that's what it's going to be. We also know that we want to position this absolutely, because otherwise we float above this. We want to remove this and want to remove this. You want to give it the right typography, yeah. It's black, right? Yeah. Then it was normal and it had a background of this. Yes. And what size was it? It was 18. There we go. 18. Okay. And this also means what does this mean? We need to move it down, right? We need to move it down. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Whoa. That's not what I... What just happened? What the hell just happened? Did I move something else? Oh, holy shit, I went to the content one. What? Okay, oh, no, oh. Oh, because one down shift. So I'm used to, when you hold down shift in Photoshop, you move it faster. So that's probably why. It should look exactly how far down we should have it. Oh, that was interesting. I totally forgot about that. That's the problem sometimes when you go between programs, right? You kind of forget, like, okay, this is the hotkey for here, and that's the hotkey over here. Okay, let's see. It is 752 down. We know that from this one, so 7-2 down. Did I say 7-2 down? No, I didn't say that, did I? I said something different. Probably said like 7-2-5 down or 7-5-2 down. Ah, come on. 7-5-2. 7-5-2. That's too far down. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine because that's not what we want, but let's actually add in the text that we want. Sometimes that happens. I am actually I'm not sure why that happens, but it does, and we have to live with it. Okay. Want a little bit of padding on. Oh, this I want to hold on Shift. No, I want to hold on Alt. I want a little bit of this on both sides, like so. We want to push this. We want to push this in. Maybe like 500 in. Too much. And that's about right. That looks good. So there we have it. Our first little slide in this case. And then we have our first thing, and we can just do this, right? Oh, can't do it like that. We can do it like this. No. Why can't we do it another one? There we go. It's weird sometimes. Right, so we need to actually make these modals up positioning. And we can hide, because this is our slide number 1. So we can hide this for now. No, we can't, because they're different ones. Right. That's what I want to talk about as well. So the reason these now have exactly the same values and everything, right? So modal, this modal affects, so change anything in here, for instance. If I go into modal here and I change this here, maybe, yeah. If I do this, right, everything changes. Both of them changes, and that's what we want. We want to do different things in each modal, right? But we also want to be able to just copy them over simply, right? So what we need to do is actually give them an additional condition. So we need to call this modal slide 1, and we need to go down here and do the same for this one and call this slide 2. So now we can affect them individually. So now we can go back to our slide 1, which is this one right here. We can hide it, and that one should still be visible because it's modal slide 2, not slide 1. So hopefully that makes somewhat sense. There's important distinctions to make when we're going to do this, because we're going to do different things with all of these, right? And let's look at our slide number 2. Oh. And there we have it. So let's grab this. We already have most things in place, right? So we can already just paste that in, and we get the same thing. We can go down here. We can go, and we have an image. This time we actually do want an image. So we can probably remove this whole thing. No, you want to keep this H2. You want to remove the modal float. Yes, we want to. Do you want to do that? Yes, we did. No, yes, we did. Because you don't want to make a float, you want to make a regular paragraph. But what we also want to do is remove. Yeah. Okay. I know what to do. We're going to div block below modal header. Right here. Yep. You want this inside of that one, and then we want to remove this. Yes. And then you want to change this name to no. Oh no, we don't. We want to do this. Yeah, that's correct. Call this tweet or Twitter model, and then we want inside the Twitter model, we want an image because that's what we have in this case, and this image should be replaced. Upload image. Oh no, upload image. I'll get it in our assets, so we should not upload image. We should just select this image, and there we have it. And then we have an image. Everything is correct with that. And then we want to bring in another paragraph right below it. Yes. And this paragraph should be Twitter text. Yeah, sure, why not? That's good. And we know that we want to have black color. Oh, that's true. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, no, not this. We want here. We want 28. We want this to be bold. We want this to be 30. Nice. Now that was 35 and 35. No, it was more than that. Nonetheless, we want to have this color in the background, and then we can kind of go back into our modal or our first one over here. You can look at this, the 25, 35. Really? All right, because it was the inside, so maybe we want different than this one. I should get the exact measurement for this. Yeah, let's get the exact measurement for this. Let's look. Let's see. It's about 50 in. Okay. And what about 50 on top as well? 50. Yeah. Huh. So we did the other one wrong then, I guess. Or maybe not. It looked good. It looked another one. It might just be that. It might just be that this one needs a different thing, which is fine. Let's grab this text. Here we go. And I can see this one hangs outside. So we need to do this, slide to. Yes, we don't care about that because this is different than that. And we need to change this to make it right here. Now this needs to be adjusted for every time you change the text, or maybe not. Maybe we can push this inside of. Can we do that inside of the? No, we need to go to div then. Okay, maybe. Hold on. So if we do a div here, we push this inside of that and this inside of that. Oh, but there isn't absolute in this one, right? So it, because in here it's this div will need to have a name then of Twitter text container, and that should not be that, but not absolute, correct? And this text should not be absolute, that's correct, but I think this one is absolute, but it shouldn't be. In here's like 2. Yeah, that's it. Fixed. Auto. Kind of. Let's remove this. Cool, good. Let's remove so it doesn't have as much on the. Good. 15 probably. Yes. Then this. Float. 7 to 1. No, that didn't happen, right? That makes sense. Ah, I know. Actually, this can look cool, but I know how to fix it anyway. Go in here. Dun, dun. Go and give this. Yes. There we go. Looking nice. Wonder is that correct though? Let's go into this modal. Just go right. Oh, here. You see, this is a little bit more in. So we need to just. Oh, that's true. That's true. So we need to look at this. So it's 17 in. So we need to do the same here. We need +7. I wonder if. So in some cases, I wonder what we can do. It is 17 plus 17. Is this possible here? It is. Nice. That's a little bit of a trick. So 17, yes, regular 17 up. Nice. Should be similar now. Cool. Perfect, actually. Modal here. Modal. You want to hide this. Okay, now we have 2 ready, right? We can keep on doing this all day long, baby. Modal slide number 2. Doesn't work, right? You do it. Why do you not work today? Of all days, maybe if we do here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then we wanna remove slide 2. Call this slide 3. Then I want to disable the other ones. It's a bit fidgety, right? But you kind of get the flow of it. Hide. And I'm going to show you a different way to do it in a little bit, but let's first complete the third one. Okay, so now we're going back, going slide number 3. Oh, let's do slide number 2. No, let's do this. Let's get a database and stuff. That's always fun. Okay, so we have a header as always, and we can do later this. Today's game, like so. We change that there. That's fine. Let's remove the Twitter. No, let's just remove. Let's not remove it yet. Let's pull in a div block inside of below here, right there, and we know that we want to have. This should then be game content, right? And in game content we want 2 columns pretty much. And for that to happen, we want to do a div block that's inside of this. Oh, no. Don't do that. We want to do a dynamic listing. Let's quickly create a one of these. Collection name, game. Add a field, image, box art, save field. A new field is a switch, current game, save field. Then we want to create that collection. We want to generate 5 random items. That's fine. There we go. Then we want to go into this. You want to replace. No, we want to actually. Oh, we can't. Current game. Yes, whatever. This is called then Battlefield. In this case, I want the 1. That's the hell of it. Let's go in here. Yeah, sure. And save that. And then exit that out. Okay. So now we have in here game content. You want to add a dynamic. Shit. Because we. Yes, maybe, probably. Yeah. Let's try this. In here we have this. We want it to be from games. Yes, you want to show this. We want to limit the list to one item. That is correct. Filter, you want it to be current game. Yes. And we want to do what? Nothing else. Then you want to put an image and put that image inside of this, making it a dynamic image, getting something from that, and that is correct. Thank you. Thank you for working. And then we want to do another one of these next to it, right here, and now below it, right there. We want to do the same thing. Double click. Yeah, you want to go in games, show all settings for that one. We want to limit this to one item. We want to filter, yes, current game, save. That should almost be it. You want to get the image from games, box art image. And that should be correct, I think. Yeah, okay, let's see if this works. Yes. Okay. We also want to give this a class. This class should then be box art blur, and this should get a tag of image box art, because we know that height should always be, can it say in this one? Yeah, 380. Should always be 380. Height should always be 380, no matter what. Okay. And then to get them next to each other, we want to go back to our game content, and we want to make it like this. Perfect. And then we need to figure out how we can make what? Oh, yeah. Okay. To figure out sizing. Yeah, cool. And we know that it should be 380 in height. Doesn't care about that apparently. Okay, we'll see about that. Okay. No. Yeah, I get a background color of this. Oh, it worked. Cool. Nice. This is a background image. Cover. Like so, perhaps. Yeah. But for some reason we are not getting. Oh. What? So that is working right now. We are getting the image from that. But for another so this should be box art blur then. Yeah. Let's just remove that then. Then that happens. Okay, let's give them both box art blur. Interesting. Okay. Should be fine, I guess. I mean, again, it works, so I'm not gonna complain too much. What? Oh. Can I make this bigger? Yeah, I can. Cool. Because that's what I wanted. I want this to be up and a bit in, perhaps. Yeah. Nice. That worked. I think it pulls in. We can check this by just going into our collection and just go in here and say this is not the current game, save, and say that, save changes, and say that this is our current game, which it isn't, but that's fine. Save, and then exit out. I mean, no, it doesn't work, because I should set, because the, okay. Is it, what is the height for this? Oh, I mean, width, 272. Let's do that, 272. So yeah, as you can see, it pulls it in. Now it doesn't seem to want to resize it perfectly, so let's see if we can fix that. Okay, so it resized down because of that. Okay, hold on now. Don't want this to be repeated. We always want width to be should height always be 100%? Or should this always be 100%? No, it shouldn't. It could be 200% off all time. That might work. Yeah, maybe. We'll see when we test it out. Just test it out once more. Go in here. This is not a current game. Save that. Go into this. It's not the current game. Save that. Exit out. That's not good. The benefit though, now when I think about it, on a benefit, but a good thing though, is that our the boxes are always going to be the same height, because if you grab them from Twitch specifically, you go in there and you grab the image. If you always grab, always have the exact same size on them, it's always going to be the same. So hopefully, hopefully that works. Let's see, let's do that again. Was it like 640, right? Yeah. So the reason why it didn't work with other one is because it has a different sets of measurements, but in our case, our art will always be the same. So now we're gonna do something that is a bit interesting here. We're gonna lower the opacity. We're not gonna lower the opacity. Yes, we are gonna lower the opacity. We are going to add a filter that is blur, and we're going to also press the little plus sign. You can see I have two of them, this plus sign here. We're gonna desaturate it so it comes gray. So now we can have this already almost done. But I want to have game content have a background. Yes, there we go. So it gets this yellowish tone, right? The sepia tone, but in yellow. And then I want to grab this here, and put this into game content here. Then I can remove this Twitter thing, so you don't need that. But we need to go into this one and remove slide number 2 and be like, oh no, this is slide number 3 now. And that means that I think the best practice here is just to do this, because this is always going to be the same this is always going to be the same size. This image is always going to be this height. This background will always be this height as well. So we don't need to really care about kind of the, having it move or anything like that. So let's just keep it like this. But I do want to change this to background to black, and I do want to change the color of this to white because it pops better on the background. Now you can see that one thing up here is missing, and that's the fact that we don't have the game title. Again, that's pretty simple to do because all we need to do is create another one of these inside of our header, right up here, and then we need to go into this collection games, show all settings, limit items. This is probably getting pretty old for most of you now, but always good to remember. Filter should be the current game, save, and that should be it, right? Yeah, and then we do a heading. Yeah, we do a heading here, and get the text from here. Select the field as a name, and then we want to go and this is called a modal H1, so we're going to do the same here. Modal H1. There we go. So now we have it. That's pretty cool. So now you might be wondering, like, okay, so now we have 3 of these, and we can make a 4th, but we also want them to animate, right? We haven't gotten there just yet, but I will in a second. So what we need to do is use a built-in system here. We need that already exists inside of webflow, and it's called slider. Now, slider is just used for a regular website, in most cases to kind of display the latest blog post, or maybe display images on the top, you know, or kind of build information, or, you know, different things. But in this case, we are kind of hack it a little bit to work for us. So what we need to do is drop it inside of a content that will show up here, and that's fine. And then we have these, and we don't need the left arrow, and we don't need the right arrow, because basically, you know, we are not going to care about that, because, you know, no one is going to interact with our site. It's just going to be on us on our rotation, so we can ignore those. In this case, I want to keep the slide navigation, and I will show you why in a second. So you can see here inside of mask we have a slide 1 and a slide 2, and these work like a regular div. So what we can do right now is just drag and drop our modals inside of these. We can go into our slider if you want to create another one. Click over here and click add a slide. See the add a little dot down here? Perfect. And we can now take our third one, which is active. The other one aren't active. We can now drop this in, or we can drop this into our third slide. Do you have it, right? Now you have it right inside of this little slide here. It isn't perfect just yet, and all the other slides are kind of hidden because we kind of hidden them still. It's display, and we need to go back into here, go into the modal, and put that into display. Now everything is visible once again, but now you can click on these, and also always starting to see that, okay, we have animations going on. Okay, nice. Before we do anything, we want to give this a class, however, not the slide in particular, but the whole thing. So we go here, we give this, we can give it a slide loop, or slide loop in this case. And we want to have, if I recall correctly, it is 40 from the top and 40 from here. And that didn't work. But that also didn't work. Why didn't that work? Should that work? 7, 2, 1. Yeah, there we go. I made it absolute, and height should be 100. We can make it more than that. We can make it 1000. So we can have it right there. Good. We want to remove the background because right now you can see that it has this gray background. We don't want that. So let's just make it transparent. There we go. Now those did not disappear. Well, they're still there. They're just barely visible due to them not being the right color. We can fix that, however, because we kind of want that, because that kind of shows us how many is left. At least I kind of like it. I kind of like it at least. Let's try and find how we do that. We go to our slide. Yes. No. We go to our loop. And in here we can do But now we can give them, there, different color. In a shadow if we want to. Maybe not. That's good. I like that. And what next? Yes. Autoplay slides. Never stop. Delay for 4 seconds. That's good. Infinite repeat slides. Yes. You want to ease. You want to ease everything, right? Yes. Now the only thing. Okay, so we can do different things. So you can see we have a slide, crossfade, fade out in, fade over, or slide over. So we kind of do like different things. We can test it out by going down here. The slide, crossfade, does that. We also have fade out in, shoop, pretty cool. Fade over, and slide over. It doesn't look as impressive, especially when that happens. If they're all the same size, slide over pretty nice. You can use just use slide in this case because that works great. And now we have that done. Let's create our 4th slide. So let's just go in here. Let's create our slide, and this is something you can do from the beginning if you felt like it. I just want to do the opposite way to show you kind of how we do it how we can do it in this way, and we're gonna show how we do it in the other way. So let's go into our loop. Yeah, in it. Sorry, here. Another slide. So this is now slide 4. You see it's empty. We want to create. You want to drag and drop. I think what modal. We can grab modal number 2, I think. Yeah. This, hold down Alt and drop it inside of here. So now we have, if we go to number 4, this will be the same one. But we of course going to delete a few things in here. You know, we want to delete the image at least. That's pretty much done. It is pretty much done. Let's go in here and go twitch.livespace.sc, and then we have in here, go in here, get a 4th slide, grab the text, go in here, paste that in, and there you have it. Now it doesn't have the same container, but that's fine in this case because it's going to look exactly the same. Alright, look, so we get this white here. I don't want that. So why is that happening? Yeah, is it sustained? Is it all of them? No. Oh, I see why now. I know. Okay, cool. This is actually pretty good. So the reason why it's happening is because when this goes out, it stops right here and it's been hidden by the mask. But the blur comes outside of this. So what I need to do is actually hide the overflow. And that should fix it, I think. Yeah. Good. Wow. But yeah. Here you pretty much have it. We're pretty much done. Let's publish this. Publish, and let's check it out. Here we go. And that's really just how simple it is to create these type of things inside of webflow. You don't need to know any coding. You don't need to do that much. All of this stuff, most of this stuff is images you can find on the internet. Just Instagram things, just box art. You just build it inside of this. If you realize something like all of this stuff, you just build inside of webflow. Yeah, I just use Photoshop to kind of quickly mock things up, but you don't have to, and that's the impressive part here. Right, so thank you so much for watching yet another part of this insane series. I want to really thank the people that have actually, let's fix one thing. I just noticed one thing. I just noticed that the that the things, the handlebars are still on, and I don't like that. I don't want that to be visible when I preview it. At least let's do that, and let's just publish this again. Open it up. There we go. Right. So I just wanted to just thank everyone for watching this show and just being interactive with it, leaving comments both here on Twitter, sending me personal emails as well. Is all welcomed. This tutorial right here is because someone reached out and said, hey, I want to learn how to do this, so I created it. And in part 2 we're going to go over a little bit more of how we can recreate this inside of a in-game overlay instead. It's going to be a shorter one, I promise. Leave comments about kind of what you want to see next, please. I really do want to know what everyone wants and needs out there. Of course, I'm going to figure things out myself as well, but I do have regular work as well to do with Twitch streamers, so I'm going to be doing that for a little bit very soon. But nonetheless, it was fun doing these tutorials. I'm going to keep doing them whenever I have a chance to. I hope to see you soon. Check out my Instagram. Like visuals, you should go there. Check out my Twitter. There you have it, Visible Speech. Check out what games I'm playing. I'm playing Battlefield 1. I really like this game. Go to twitch.livespace.se to check out more content. Also, that isn't up here, but go to blog.livespace.se. That's blog.livespace.se to check out kind of more in-depth stuff on how to kind of create your own brand and how to kind of get started with how you do promotion and marketing, all the cool stuff specifically for Twitch. So enjoy that stuff. Have a great day, weekend, night, morning, whatever you're doing right now. Have a great one. Bye.